Hey, Stan Arthur here for the I Love St. Pete Facebook group. If you're a business owner looking to connect with tens of thousands of potential new local customers, you owe it to yourself to get enrolled in our Key Tag Rewards program. Since 2019, we've signed up more than 200 local merchants. Sponsor opportunities are available too, such as our group banner ad and even your own custom key tags. Just go to stpetekeytag.com, get enrolled, and get ready to get busy. stpetekeytag.com.
They beat us last year. They're a tough bunch. They know what to expect from us. We know what to expect from them. We just got to execute. Just the fight and the resolve. We got to keep getting back up. We don't dwell on the ones we lost. We don't dwell on the ones we won either.
We take what they got. Let's go. Have it on your map. Let's fight.
It's a big game for us because it's the next game. We want to get to 6-1, and that's what we're trying to get to.
Dropping to throw. Throws a dart. Caught ball. Mike Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Far sideline it in. Intercepted. Picked off at the 30-yard line.
Barrett been all over the place out there to make that stop.
Follows the block. Touchdown. Easy pickings for Leonard Fournette.
And it has been easy pickings. We're live here at Ducky Sports Lounge, 1719 West Kennedy Boulevard in Tampa, live on NSPN. And, of course, I Love St. Pete. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with the power man himself, Mr. Jason Powers, and the Bucs. 35-3 over the Chicago Bears. Not necessarily the best game by Tom Brady, but 4 touchdowns. And he becomes the first player in NFL history to have 600 NFL passing touchdowns, with his second to Mike Evans. Evans with 3 touchdowns. It's a complete collapse by the Chicago Bears. Your thoughts?
I'm not going to say the Bears have collapsed. It's the Buccaneers that have just been dominating and devastating.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears are not playing terrible, but the Bucs are playing really well.
Yeah.
Both sides of the ball. The pass rush is great. We thought Godwin and Edwards would be focal points,
right,
with no Antonio Brown, and that's what they've been. 10 catches, 3 touchdowns between the two.
Yeah.
Big yardage. Bears can't cover us.
No, they can't cover us right now, and you also can't protect Justin Fields. Doesn't help. 0 for 7 on third down. Yards to go are 8. Look, if you're in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15, you're not going to win. Yeah, as a rookie, you're not going to win many games.
No.
And on top of it, the 4 sacks by this line. Shaq Barrett getting after it. Hello. Welcome
2
back,
forced
JPP.
fumbles on those 4 sacks.
Exactly, and also an interception.
Yep.
So right now you're seeing what's happening to this offensive line. They're not getting it done versus this Bucs defense, and the Bucs, of course, taking advantage of it. They started off great there. Rookie Jalen Darden with the 43-yard punt return.
Yep.
And it's been short fields all day long for Tom Brady. Like, I don't think Tom Brady, he was 0 for 6, and then he connects with Chris Godwin and then Mike Evans, but he hasn't necessarily
5 possessions inside the 50 we've started.
Right.
5 times.
Exactly. I think the positive you take for the Chicago Bears is
they're running the ball actually pretty good.
Right. You nearly have 100.
Ball, got 90 yards rushing.
Right. You nearly have 100 yards of rushing, but it's not from Fields. It's from Khalil Herbert. That's been the story. That's been the lone bright spot for the Chicago Bears team. Once again, Mike Evans, 3 touchdowns in this game.
7 touchdowns in his last 3 home games.
Yeah, and then you're also getting it from Leonard Fournette, and, of course, the victim of volume, and a Ronald Jones showing up there.
Yep.
Pretty nice carries.
Couple nice carries,
you got to be happy right now if you're a Bucs fan. 35-3. Bucs looking to move to 6-1 live at Raymond James Stadium. We're live here at Ducky Sports Lounge. Can I get a Tampa Bay? Tampa! All right. I think they're all tired out from all the Tampa Bays at this point. What else have you seen in this game? Like you said, Chris Godwin has played well.
Yep.
I love the defensive line, and I like them coming out at first and attacking a Justin Fields with the blitz. Antoine Winfield, our own Blake Anthony, talked about this in the winning angle, how he didn't necessarily trust his backside protection. Well, there you go. That's the reason. Antoine Winfield, first drive, comes and clobbers Fields for sacks. Really sets the tone and has a fumble there that the Bears are lucky to recover.
Confusing the young quarterback. Obviously blitzing Bowles is an expert at the blitz, designing blitzes that confuse the quarterback.
Yeah.
Safety blitz on the third, fourth play of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Winfield, which caused the fumble, which they recovered, but still, you put that mindset in his hand. We're coming after you.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin Fields in this game, 10 for 17, 66 yards, and
I do have a record.
You feel bad for the young man. At
Tom
this
Brady
point.
did commit a record that I don't think he wants.
What did he do?
The most straight incompletions in his career over 22 years. The most number in a row of consecutive incompletions.
Over 6.
6.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
Well, I can't believe it because
6,
it's
and
not
he had
like,
it today. He set the record today.
It's not like the Bears are putting all kinds of pressure on him, although that was the key, right? I mean, the Bucs offensive line coming into this game, only 9 sacks given up. I don't think the Bears have really sniffed on him. I mean, you have Khalil Mack. He put a little bit of pressure there. Our own Harry the Greek professional handicapper said that he thought that Mack was held a couple times. I thought Tristan Wirfs was holding him a little bit. But besides that, it's been a very clean game, and that's how it has to be with the 44-year-old Tom Brady. You have to protect him. 9 sacks coming into this game, and once again, the Bears haven't been able to do anything defensively.
This game's a wrap. I think if you're the Bucs, you're going to play a third quarter, and you're going to get all your starters out of there at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
You'll see Blaine Gabbert. You'll see backup linemen. You'll see Evans and Godwin out of the game.
Sure.
Darden will get a lot of snaps in the second half. Tyler Johnson. You'll see the young tight end. Rojo probably will get a handful of carries.
I think this is the kind of game where you kind of rest your starters.
Because you go to New Orleans next week.
Correct. And you don't want any injuries. And you've seen Jamel Dean. He had a little bit banged up there.
Came back
Mike
in.
Evans, a little bit banged up. But, that's Mike Evans at the end of the day. Talk about Darden, really setting the tone. 43 yards, short field. And you can see already the reason why they drafted the kid in the 4th round and traded up for him and why Tom Brady handpicked him. Because when you get this kid out in space.
I don't know about handpicked.
He handpicked him.
I don't know about that.
Come on, Jason Powers. You better
give
it to me. You better give it to me because
he's a different kind of threat receiver that we don't have.
He is.
The little scat back, quick guy.
Yeah.
We got a lot of bigger guys, not as scat backy as Dart. Scat backy, is that a word?
Scat backy?
That's not a word.
Scat
we'll
back. Let's go scat back.
Okay. But no.
Electric player.
A nice job getting him. Remember, they let go of Jaden Mickens.
Correct.
To create the punt return spot for him.
And that was the reason why you let go of a Mickens, because you want to see what this kid has.
Yep.
And you saw it today. No block. Also, another situation that we talked about from the first game last year, from the game last week with the penalty situation, not a lot of critical penalties.
No,
They've cleaned
really good.
it up.
Yes.
Cleaned it up there with the penalty situation. I'll tell you what, let's go out to the comments here.
While you give the comments, I'll give a couple score updates.
Sure, do it.
Late games. Detroit jumped out early against the Rams. It's 17-16. Very competitive game. Rams, Detroit.
We talked about that game. A lot of big-time surprises there. We got Harry the Greek coming on scene here in just a moment, giving his thoughts.
The Raiders are rolling the Eagles. They were down 7-0 early.
Yes.
The Raiders, which I love today against the number from my man Harry the handicapper.
Yes, he is.
I had the Raiders today. Raiders rolling 30-7 over the Eagles third quarter.
Wow, look at that. So 30-7 over the Eagles. Not a surprise to me.
Miles Sanders leaves the game. Injury looks like a significant either knee or leg injury.
It seems like he's been injured all year long, the way the Eagles have used him or not used him, if you will. And, going back to last week's game with Jalen Hurts, again, I think he's limited in what he can do.
Yes.
There's also talking about quarterbacks, seeing this on Twitter, that the Carolina Panthers, with the greatest play by Sam Darnold, being in that hunt for Deshaun Watson. You believe those rumors still?
Again, the Eagles could be in the mix. You could see the Eagles in the mix. You could see the Panthers in the mix. Miami, Washington. There's going to be 4 or 5 teams in this derby for Deshaun Watson here in the next 7, 8, 10 days.
Yeah, absolutely. So Bucs up at halftime. We're live here at Ducky Sports Lounge, 17-19. West Kennedy Boulevard in Tampa. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with the power man himself, Mr. Jason Powers.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right, now let's go ahead and read some of these comments. Let's go out to Daniel here, who put this game on rookie mode. Thank you very much, Mr. Derrick. So I'm going to go ahead and give you an oh yeah on that.
Yeah.
All right, Misador says, let's buck and go. I can't say it. I was wrong. Christopher Cole, Nagy needs to go because he's destroying Fields. Is that what you see? I mean, for me, you've got a mobile quarterback. You've got a terrible offensive line. We talked about this in the offseason. The reason why you put Fields in the first place is because of his mobility. Why aren't you using his mobility? Why do you continue to try to put a square block into a round hole? Why not move him out? Move him out on a bootleg. Try to get him out in space so he can use that mobility.
I'm not sure they have the offensive line to do that.
They don't have the offensive mind to do it. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to Matt Nagy being stubborn, and it comes down to Bill Lazor. And I kind of believe what has been talked about, that Nagy is so stubborn that he's catered this offense to Andy Dalton instead of a Justin Fields, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
It's going to be interesting to see, again, what happens with the Bears front office and the coaching staff come the offseason, because
dead man walking.
Well,
they should have fired him last year.
And you could be right.
I could bring up Bears fans right now, and I guarantee you they would agree with me that Matt Nagy should have been fired last year.
And don't be surprised if that happens.
All right.
Because you could have a guy like potentially – remember, Nagy came from the Andy Reid tree.
Right.
Doesn't a guy like Eric Bieniemy potentially jump in this mix?
I don't understand why Eric Bieniemy has not gotten a call yet, but that would be
Byron Leftwich potentially in this mix.
Hopefully not, because I believe he's going to be the future
Kellen
Tampa Bay.
Moore potentially in the mix, offensive mind.
Dayball from Buffalo.
Dayball,
definitely.
Todd Bowles.
I mean, that's where we're going right now. We're talking about coaching candidates. That's how bad of a blowout it is. And once again, when you go 0 for 7 on third down, when you commit turnovers, when your offensive line can't protect your rookie quarterback, you put him in those situations. Once again, they've done a good job of running the ball, but you have to do more. You nearly have to play a perfect game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I want to hear from many fans. You're missing Gronkowski, you're missing Brown, you're missing Levante David, and you're still winning the game easily, 35-3 at halftime.
Full credit to the Bucs front office, Light, and the personnel staff and the players willing to come to Tampa for less money in a backup role.
I'll tell you what, we'll get back to these comments. Let's get out of here. Biggest key to this half where the Bucs
stay healthy.
All right, stay healthy. I agree with you. Stay healthy.
Get the boys out of there at the end of the third quarter.
That's it. Run the ball. It may be boring Bucs ball, but at this point, the Bucs are doing everything right and the Bears are doing everything wrong. Bucs at halftime, 35-3. We're live here on NSPN, and of course, I Love St. Pete. Let's wrap it up. For the great Jason Powers, the Power Man, I'm your host, Peter Blake. Enjoy the second half of your game.
Hey, Stan Arthur here for the I Love St. Pete Facebook group. If you're a business owner looking to connect with tens of thousands of potential new local customers, you owe it to yourself to get enrolled in our Key Tag Rewards program.